Tonight is the culmination of hard work on the part of our students, our staff, and of course, all of you in the audience. The family members who support the graduates through all their years of schooling as they matured through life lessons, challenges, failures, and successes. Tonight represents the public acknowledgement of all the efforts that it takes to achieve such a milestone. Look around and be proud. Take a deep breath and reflect on the path that got you here tonight. Think about the choices that you made thus far in your life. At each moment of our lives, we face decision points. Decision points may surprise us, or they can exist at events that are predictable, like tonight. Most of these decisions that we make without much thought, but a few we think deeply on. Tonight's graduation is an example of a decision point that can be anticipated and thus planned for. But just because they can be anticipated, it doesn't mean that the decision that you make is going to be easy. I'm sure that the decision that you made in 8th grade wasn't an easy one. You had the decision between staying in your district, perhaps with your friends, taking the usual path from middle school, or you could have decided to change schools, meet new people, leave your comfort zone, and choose to come to Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School. You had two paths, only one choice. Sometimes what we fail to realize about decision points is that whether they seem large or small, the choice that we make does not guarantee a successful outcome in and of itself. We can't make our choice and then sit back and go on autopilot, expecting that everything will just work out fine. We can't just set it and forget it. You see, it's not the initial decision point that we face that leads to success, but it's every choice that we make after that first decision that will guarantee success. We must choose to dedicate ourselves again and again toward the goals that we have in life. We must choose to do what it takes to succeed, to achieve a positive end result. Whether our goals are to be successful in our relationships, our careers, our physical well-being, our mental well-being, or improving our spirit. We must continually make the decision to commit ourselves to those goals. You will have to push through fatigue. You will need to ignore distractions and doubts from yourself and those around you. You will need to ignore all the people who say it can't be done. It will take focus and energy, patience and clarity. It will take planning and the support of your friends and family. And finally, it will take a belief in yourself and the will to continually decide to do what you need to do in order to succeed. I challenge you moving forward to make the tough decisions, whether large or small, to make the necessary choices that will make you reach your goals. Soon, if you haven't already, you will face the next decision point of your life. I wish you all the success and happiness as you continue on toward the life that you want. Congratulations, class of 2019. Our first speaker of the evening is Miss Marissa Mayhew, and she's the class salutatorian. Marissa will be graduating for a health assisting program of 3.89 GPA. While at Smith Vocational, Marissa was a member of the soccer team for her 4 years, serving as captain of the team her senior year. Marissa was on co-op working at Linda Manor Assisted Living and was a dual enrollment student at Holyoke Community College, where she completed 9 college courses during her high school career. Marissa was the treasurer of our National Honor Society, and she will be attending Westfield State University in their Health Sciences Honors Program this fall. Marissa will be pursuing a career as a physician's assistant. Please welcome to the stage Miss Marissa Mayhew.
Welcome, everyone. It is truly an honor to be speaking to you as the class of 2019 salutatorian. I once again want to thank family, friends, and faculty for being present to help us celebrate this very special day for the class of 2019. We are all truly blessed to have you with us on this incredible journey and milestone of our lives. We have accomplished these last 4 years of good times and bad, football games, proms, field trips, shop, FFA, skills, and many repeatedly smashed windows and doors. We will remember the hours spent here throughout our lifetime. I would like to talk about our school, Smith Vocational and Agricultural High, and how grateful I, and I'm sure many of you, are to have attended here. We are so fortunate to get much more than a regular high school experience. We get life skills, trades, certifications, and opportunities to design our own educational path. We get to collaborate with other students who are passionate about the same ideas, activities, and programs that we are. We get to make these incredible bonds with strangers who become our family. This class may become each other's future nurses, plumbers, hairdressers, vets, mechanics, and more. We get to have a very flexible high school experience that is perfectly designed to us. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to be dual enrolled and study from a college coursework this school year, along with the coursework of health technology. The experiences I was able to have academically could not have occurred without Smith Vocational. Something that sets us apart from most students at other schools is that this was our choice. We chose to attend high school at Smith. We wanted to come here. There was something that appealed to us about this school. To everyone, that thing might be different, but to me, it was the potential. This high school offers so much for students of all kinds, and the opportunities it presents are endless. Choosing Smith was not such an obvious decision as it may have been for others. I had never thought it was something for me, as I was very school-oriented and academically focused. I realized, though, that I was still able to be, and even more focused on something that I truly wanted to learn and was passionate about. Coming from a small town, I had been going to school with the same small group of people my whole life. I felt that I could never expand out of that. But it turns out that a large portion of my classmates were Chippewa-wearing farmers coming from the middle of the woods, too. Now, from the first day visiting, I encountered friendly faces, passionate instructors, and a welcoming environment that showed the potential of an amazing high school experience. No matter which way I looked at it, Smith was going to be the best place for me. We all remember when people told us, "It goes by so fast." Well, look at us now. And we thought we'd never say it, but it honestly seems as we were freshmen just a few short weeks ago. I can remember my experiences on the first day of freshman year, when we were too excited to care that school started a day earlier than the rest. I'm sure most of you can recall that day pretty well, too. In a lot of ways, that day is a lot like today, bittersweet, but entirely excited for what is yet to come in our future. That choice we made to be a student of Smith led us on an incredible journey that is now coming to a close. With that, we should be extremely grateful for the opportunities we have been given throughout our time in high school. I want to thank the teachers and staff on behalf of the entire class of 2019 for not only putting up with us, but for teaching us, mentoring us, and making us become better people. And a special thanks to Ms. Sherman, who has guided me, encouraged me, and allowed me to still continue the curriculum of health technology even as a non-traditional student, including earning my phlebotomy certification. After beginning and now finishing my time at Smith Vocational, it makes me so proud to say that I came from this school. And it makes me happy to hear when others say, I wish I went to Smith, because they're right. They should have. From this, I want to say that I am grateful. I am grateful for the friends, for the family, for the faculty who have been with us through the whole journey. I am grateful to have made the accomplishments I have with all of you by my side. I am grateful that because of Smith Vocational, we will all have bright futures. I hope that my fellow graduates and myself can look back and be thankful for the opportunities presented to us by this school. I wish luck to you in whichever path you decide to take with furthering your education or working careers. I encourage each and every one of you to not let go of your dream and pursue it no matter what comes your way. So thank you, Smith Vocational, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Marissa. Our next speaker is a visible member of our school community, and he works tirelessly for the betterment of our institution. I am pleased to welcome the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Michael Cahaleen.
Good evening. I'm very proud to have attended Smith Vocational Agricultural High School myself. And I'm very proud to be standing here before you tonight. To the students, your teachers and instructors have guided you through the last 4 years, how you got here tonight. As far as pride and change, the change in the young ladies and gentlemen before you is amazing. Tomorrow you will join your friends, and they may have a high school diploma. But they do not have what you are going to leave with tonight is not only a diploma, but a vocational trade. And I'd like to thank your instructors and teachers. Give them a round of applause. I congratulate you all because you may use your hands, but the advanced knowledge you now have that you retain sets you apart. To enter any job position, you are ready to go. You are leaving Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School with a skill that you applied yourself to attain. I can only congratulate you and ask you to be safe.
Thank you, Mr. Cahaleen. Our last speaker before the distribution of diplomas is our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Andrew Lincolnhoker. I'm happy to invite Dr. Lincolnhoker to the lectern to give his congratulatory reflection. Dr. Lincolnhoker.
Good evening. Good evening, graduates and family and friends and teachers and staff. I stand before you, graduates, this evening as the last individual between you and these diplomas over here. I stand before you this evening knowing that in mere minutes you will be exiting this beautiful hall as high school graduates. As you finish this chapter of your lives and pass through whatever door you have chosen for yourself, please remember a couple very important things. As the oldest agricultural school in the nation, I felt the following quote suits Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School graduates extremely well. During the 2013 Butler University commencement, John Green, said, quote, "Do not worry too much about your lawn. You will soon find, if you haven't already, that almost every adult American devotes tremendous time and money to the maintenance of an invasive plant species called turfgrass that we can't eat. I encourage you to find better obsessions." I agree. We often get caught up as adults competing with the Joneses. Graduates, find your passion. Find your calling. Find your hobby or your outlet. Find what makes you wake up every morning. In short, find you. The faculty and staff know very well how much Mr. Bianca and I respect Mr. Mike Rowe. Who here knows about Mike Rowe, who he is? Okay. Some of you. That's right. He was the former host of Dirty Jobs, and through that experience created a foundation to highlight and support vocational education with a vision of closing the ever-expanding skills gap. Mr. Rowe travels the country applauding the careers many identify as blue-collar within a society that typically pushes the four-year college path, despite the fact that the majority of open jobs do not require a four-year college degree. Recently, Mike Rowe created the Sweat Pledge. That's S-W-E-A-T. Yes, sweat. Has anyone heard of this pledge? Okay, a couple of you. You're going to hear about it tonight. SWEAT stands for Skill and Work Ethic Aren't Taboo. No matter the path you're choosing after this evening, whether it's a four-year college, a two-year college, a technical school, an apprenticeship, the military, and I know some of you are going to the military, or the industry, you will all eventually be working, supporting yourself and perhaps a family someday. Your job does not define you, but the skills you possess and the work ethic you demonstrate on a daily basis will definitely pave your future. Whether that future is one that you are proud of or struggle with, that's your choice. I want to take the remainder of my time this evening and read Mike Rowe's Sweat Pledge. I ask the graduates to ponder the following 12 beliefs. I am sure the audience may relate to some, if not all, of the pledge. I am also willing to venture a bet that if you follow these 12 steps in life, you will have plenty of peace, happiness, and success. So without further ado, here's Mike Rowe's Sweat Pledge. Number 1, I believe I have won the greatest lottery of all time. I am alive. I walk the earth. I live in America. Above all things, I am grateful. Number 2, I believe I am entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but nothing more. I also understand that happiness and the pursuit of happiness are not the same thing. Number 3, I believe there is no such thing as a bad job. I believe that all jobs are opportunities, and it's up to me to make the best of them. Number 4, I do not follow my passion. I bring it with me. I believe any job can be done with passion and enthusiasm. Number 5, this is what I still need to learn. I deplore debt and do what I can to avoid it. I would rather live in a tent and eat beans than borrow money to pay for a lifestyle I can't afford. Number 6, I believe my safety is my responsibility. I understand being in compliance does not necessarily mean I am out of danger. Number 7, I believe the best way to distinguish myself at work is to show up early, stay late, and cheerfully volunteer for every crappy task there is. Number 8, I believe the most annoying sounds in the world are whining and complaining. I will never make them. If I am unhappy in my work, I will either find a new job or find a way to be happy. Number 9, I believe my education is my responsibility and absolutely critical to my success. I am resolved to learn as much as I can from whatever source is available to me. I will never stop learning and understand that library cards are free. Number 10, I believe that I'm a product of my choices, not my circumstances. I will never blame anyone for my shortcomings or the challenges that I face, and I will never accept the credit for something I didn't do. Number 11, I understand the world is not fair, and I'm okay with that. I do not resent the success of others. And finally, number 12, I believe all people are created equal. I also believe all people make choices. Some choose to be lazy. Some choose to sleep in. I choose to work my butt off. Graduates, the past 4 years prepared you for what life has in store for each of you. Use the lessons taught by your teachers and families to navigate what awaits you outside this hall, and remember the sweat pledge. I am proud of each and every one of you. Do not forget Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School. You are all family. You are always welcome here. Now, as a final act, as your superintendent, through the power bestowed upon me by the Board of Trustees of Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School in the Massachusetts Department of Early and Secondary Education, I proclaim the 124 graduates this evening have met all local and state requirements for the high school diplomas and Chapter 74 vocational certificates. And I certify the high school diplomas are accurate and valid. Congratulations, class of 2019. Best of luck as you open that door this evening. You made it. Have a great night.
Thank you, Dr. Lincoln Hoker. As we now prepare for the distribution of diplomas and Chapter 74 certificates, I ask that the receiving line please form to my right, and I invite Mr. Anthony Sabonis Jr., our assistant principal, to please come forward and prepare to read the roll of graduates. Marshals, please ready the class. Mr. Sabonis.
It is an honor to present to you, individually, the Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School graduating class of 2019. Alexandra Lynn West. Marissa Ashley Mayhew. Connor Jacob Falsgraf. Emily Ann Allen. Peyton Deanna Atwell. Lindsay Marie Bach. Troy David Berrien. Gareth Stephen Barkham. William Dawson Barnes. Carissa Marie Bergeron. William Arthur Bissell. Alyssa Lynn Blair. Sierra Ann Boyer. Michael Jacob Brown. Joshua Paul Carpenter. Allura Sophia Carter. Taylor Nicole Casterline. Cassidy May Knapp Colarusso. Javon Cordova. Kayla Madison Costa. Sarah Ann Courtney. Sydney Danielle Sear. Jalienne Marie Diaz Moretta. Cheyenne Denise Diaz. Thompson Alexander Doyle. Benjamin Robert Dupree. Cooper John Dyer. Angelina Lee Echeverria. Jordan Page Ellinger. Darian Trevel Anthony Esposito. James Michael Fahey. Nathan Joseph Fields. Nathaniel Joseph Gaze. Samuel Justice Frederick Guy. Zachary Allen Hall. Caleb Nathaniel Hardesty. Elizabeth Marie Hardy. Ethan Scott Harrison. Gavin Clark Hendricks. Autumn Breeze Higgins. Darian Dalton Houlihan. Jacob William Johnson. Kyle John Capinos. Austin Garrett King. Brianna Marie Kerouac. Kaylin Teresa Kokut. Zachary William LaChance. Cameron Earl LaPrade. Trinity Ann LaCours. Kirsten Elizabeth Lanane. Desiree Marie Lucia. Mitchell Joseph Main. Terrence Grant Sprague Martin. Haley Jean McDonald. Brian Eugene McKelvey. Patrick Joseph McNeil. Haley Lydia Mikolenko. Jason Arthur Minor. Angeli Yvette Torres Molina. Dustin James Mollison. William Laurent Mollison. Hannah Joyce Montague. Jacob Roy Montero. Isaac Miguel Nazario. Austin Philip Norris. Bradley Michael Nutbrown. Jose Adrian Ofre Diaz. Jason Everett Orcutt. Joshua David Orell. Anthony Brian Palazzi. Tyler Jacob Pascal. Cameron Michael Perry. Devlin Patrick Pettifer. Carly May Petlock. Aiden William Pike. Kevin James Pitzinger. Margaret May Pomeroy. Hannah Lee Petrala. Alicia Faith Pouliot. Jason Alexander Polton. Alexandria Beth Priestley. Jacob John Pristowski. Jacob Edwin Rafis. Nathaniel Albert Renfro. Edward Lawrence Reel. Ethan Angel Rivera. Taina Haleakua Rivera. Charles Michael Robinson Mimitz. Marissa Lee Rodriguez. Vanessa Marie Rodriguez. Jonalise Eunice Rodriguez Baez. Devin Javier Rodriguez. Serenity Lauren Rosnovsky. Aman August Rue. Nisha Alice Saltis. Anthony Matthew Sarnelli. Natalie Marie Sherrick. Marissa Alasia Sam. Emily Candace Start. Eric Matthew Stoltz. Kaylee Ann Sullivan. Aaliyah Marie Sutter. Brandon William Sweenor. Lillian Nicole Tauscher. Christopher Jeffrey Tenzar. Jillian Marie Thayer. Adam Jarrett Thuin. Bunjara Tyler Top. Carla Marie Torres. Jacob Dylan Vudrin. Brock Joseph Lee Wallace. Jasmine Ann Walsh. Rebecca Lynn Walunis. Robert Sean Wiskevich. Ryan Christopher Wilcox. Cleo Pidum Williams. Lillian Margaret Wiseman. John Stanley Zatowski.
Congratulations, seniors. But wait. It's not official. Not until you turn your tassels. So our next speaker is the representative of the class of 2019, Mr. Connor Falsgraf. Connor is now a graduate from our horticulture forestry program. He's the president of FFA, the president of Skills USA, a member of the National Honor Society and student government. Connor has served as a member of the school council, was the student representative to the board of trustees. Connor has also served on the Massachusetts Department of Education's Western Massachusetts Student Council, and he has earned his Eagle Scout. This past year, Connor was honored as the Massachusetts Association of Vocational Administrators Student of the Year for 2018 from Smith Vocational. At this time, I'd like to ask Connor to stand up, as well as the other members who have already enlisted in the United States military. Any other graduates? A decision point that I'm sure wasn't easy to make. Connor has already sworn in to the United States Marines and will ship to Parris Island in the fall. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Connor Falsgraf.
Good evening, parents, staff, and of course, graduates. Marshals, please stand the class. By the power vested in me by the Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School community, I am about to deem you graduates. Let's do this together. To turn your tassel, take your left hand and place it on your tassel, which is on the right side of your cap. On the count of 3, we will all together move our tassels from the left side of our caps to the left side of our caps towards our hearts. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2019. Marshals, please seat the class. Did you notice that as we moved our tassels, many members of our family behind us and above us were snapping pictures? Maybe this moment will end up on someone's Snapchat story later. Well, no, wait. Probably Facebook. The older generation likes Facebook better, don't they? As I was preparing my thoughts to share with you tonight, I couldn't help but think about the importance we've come to place on social media. And whether that's a good thing or not is up for debate. But tonight, I thought it might be fun for my parting words to be shared to you as if they were social media posts. I'd like you to imagine our experience as students attending Smith Vocational as posts that might appear on Instagram, from oldest to newest, of course. Our oldest post might be from freshman year. It might say, "I'm 100% certain that I'm 0% sure of what I'm gonna do here." That's how we felt when we arrived on campus, bright-eyed, hopeful, and unsure of what the future would hold. Thankfully, our school's freshman bonding day allowed us a chance to break the ice. And I'm certain many of us remember our first impressions of Peyton Atwell and Lil Wiseman dominating the freshman bonding games. We get it, girls, you're competitive. We also remember the strange faces of the faculty and not knowing quite what to make of them. For example, Mr. Parks, our history teacher. A New Englander who doesn't like Duncan? Unheard of. What about our exploratory experience? Perhaps you recall Emily Stark getting stuck in a tree during exploratory. But it couldn't have been all that bad. She chose forestry, right? Perhaps the post that would follow next would be captioned this: "A comfort zone is a great place, but nothing ever grows there." This phrase captures us as sophomores. We aren't fearful freshmen anymore. We've stepped outside our comfort zones and begin to let our true self show. Just take Bert Wiskevitz, for example. Bert regularly walked around eating a container of chicken rice on a daily basis. This sight became part of our scenery. But as sophomores, our scenery changed a little, with the departure of Miss Long in health technology and the addition of instructors Burnett and Torado in criminal justice. We also had an unanticipated change when we expected to be taking our science MCAS exam, but actually took a nice scenic walk. But how many other students graduating across the state today could say that their science MCAS was miraculously interrupted by a gas leak and a mandatory evacuation to Northampton High School? Here's the caption I would imagine to sum up our junior year. Junior year is like the Thursday night of high school, the beginning of the end. As official upperclassmen, we inherited big shoes to fill. We became the role models to the underclassmen, but we needed just a little reminding that we weren't quite seniors yet. Becca Walunas definitely needed a little reminding. Remember that time Becca, Lexi, and I were painting the famous rock on the side of B building, as is a custom for the juniors to do as the previous class graduates? And we had just finished putting on that bright gold paint when Becca leaned across the rock to reach for something and covered herself in bright gold paint. The girls' softball team, though, had a lot they could teach us. They scored the second softball banner in our school's history that year. Lastly, here's the caption I think would sum up our senior year. And this caption is brought to you by Eric Stoltz. Guys, the doctors say it's terminal. I have senioritis. Many of us can remember Eric telling us this as the year quickly came to an end. As we started our final year at Smith, the Instagram feeds were full of last first day and let the countdown begin. Little did we realize that we'd be sitting here today wishing for time to move just a little slower so our final last wouldn't end. For some of us, the reality of our last FFA state convention, which by some miracle of God didn't get snowed out this year, was upon us, as well as our last Skills USA contest, where Nate Gaze was elected as an FFA state officer and Peyton Atwell earned her spot at Skills USA Nationals. CJ Tenzar earned his 100th goal during his hockey playoffs. And the softball team just locked in their third banner. Senior year was full of new lessons. We learned over the past brutal winter that maybe the class of 2019 doesn't have the best drivers. Finally, I think many of us can agree an important lesson we learned on senior skip day at the beach: the value of sunscreen. Aaliyah Sutter. We are a generation that has grown up with social media. Even my speech is based on social media. Our paths are about to separate. We are about to go in different directions. And although we may be able to stumble onto each other's Insta stories from time to time and check in, it'll never be quite the same. However, the one thing that we will all have in common, the one thing that neither time nor bandwidth can come between, is our time at Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School. Our school has a unique ability to take strangers from over 40 different towns and offer them a place where they can forge very special, and unique lifelong friendships. Thank you to the staff and faculty for creating this place for us. And on behalf of the class of 2019, we wish Ms. Klepacki good luck in her retirement and gratitude. And our gratitude for putting up with our excuses for being late over the past 4 years. Before I end my words with you tonight, I want you to remember that I've just given you each a description of really important moments in our class's memory. But sometimes you may never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Connor. Our last speaker of the evening, Miss Alexandra West, is our class valedictorian. Lexi graduated with a GPA of 3.97 from our health assisting program. She has represented Smith Vocational at Skills USA at the regional and state level. She has served as a class representative to the student government, and she's the president of our National Honor Society. She was on co-op working at Linda Manor Assisted Living. Lexi will be attending Westfield State University in the fall in their Health Sciences Honors program, and she will be pursuing a career as a physician's assistant. Please welcome to the stage Miss Lexi West.
Graduates, families, and faculty. If I'm honest, after I found out I was supposed to speak here tonight, I froze. I had no clue what I wanted to say to you. I tried to force words onto a paper. There were many different versions of this speech. Nothing satisfied me. I wanted this speech to be inspirational and to have meaning. And so I thought about why this was an important journey and what it meant to me. After many, many drafts, I came up with this. Well, we finally made it. Many of us couldn't wait for this moment to come. Many of us couldn't imagine that high school would ever end. We all counted down the days for this exact moment. Now we're here, and all we want to do is go back to the good old days. Winnie the Pooh once said a wise thing. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Saying goodbye is pretty difficult, but saying hello is even harder. Our first hellos were the scariest ones. This adventure we call life began when we took our first steps into preschool or kindergarten. There, we said hello to our very first friends and teachers. Some of those very first friends are sitting among us. We said hello to each other for the first time 4 short years ago when many of us took a huge leap of faith and decided to attend Smith Voc. We had no clue what we're getting ourselves into or what was in store. We all said hello to this new and exciting opportunity. We have learned a lot along the way, but we've also had some fun. We learned things in math and history class, but we've also learned a lot about the trade we're in, whether it be a phlebotomy class, working as an electrician or plumber, or cutting the administration's hair every single week. Our fun included riding in the rickety gray buses, playing spoons whenever we had the chance, and parking in the most obnoxious ways possible. I hope many of you agree that taking this risk to change schools was one of our best choices yet. We've come from all over the state. Our class travels far and wide. Some drive for more than an hour, while others just walk down the street. Yet we sit here together as a class of 2019 that has accomplished so much already. I truly believe that we, as a class, will have a great impact on the future. Take a moment, look around you, look in front of you, look behind you, look to either side of you, and look throughout this whole auditorium. You're surrounded by your family and friends. These people here tonight have supported us on our best and worst days of our lives. We all know we couldn't have made it here without them. After you leave here tonight, thank them. Thank them for being your cheerleader on the sidelines. Thank them for helping out whenever you asked. Thank them for being by your side, even when you didn't want them to. Thank them for everything they've done. Thank them for pushing us beyond what we thought was possible. While we thank our family and friends, we must also thank the faculty here at Smith Voc. On behalf of the class of 2019, I'd like to thank the administration and guidance department. You guided all of us, even when we didn't want to be. And can I say, Mr. Brown did a great job at yelling at us for parking on the snowbanks this year. To the teachers, you taught us when senioritis defeated us all, which, for many of us, that started freshman year. And finally, our class advisors, Mr. Dan Moore and Ms. Kristen Keene. You somehow united us as a class, which must have been quite difficult. I personally would like to thank many people here tonight, but I will only name a few. I would like to start by thanking the many teachers who taught and guided me when I needed it most, both academically and personally, especially Mr. Michael Parks and Ms. Tara Sherman. You saw something in me that nobody else did, not even myself. I'd like to also thank my mom, my dad, my brother Nick, and my closest friends. You are my cheerleaders on the sidelines. You're always supporting me and giving me more motivation to achieve more. You listen to me cry until I laugh and laugh until I cry. I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. You've taught me to be stronger and braver than I ever imagined. To the rest of my family and friends, thank you for always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Today, a big chapter of our lives ends. We must say our final goodbyes. I hope with all my heart that each and every one of you have cherished these precious moments we've spent together. After we leave here tonight, a brand new chapter begins. We say hello to our future. Some of us are going on to college, while others are going into the military or workforce. We have a brand new beginning ahead of us, a future that we get to write ourselves. I have some advice for you. Take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Find something you feel strongly about and become excellent in whatever that is. But most of all, remember, you will make mistakes. Learn from them and don't repeat them. Become better and stronger because of them. I hope that in the year to come, you do make mistakes. Because if you're making mistakes, that means you're pushing yourself, that you're trying new things, and that you're living. You're doing things that you've never done before. And more importantly, you're attempting to achieve success. Don't worry and don't stop what you're doing. Don't think that it isn't good enough or it isn't perfect. Whatever it is, go do it. Make your mistakes today, tomorrow, and next year. I will say it again. Take a moment. Look all around you. This isn't just a moment of celebration. This is a moment where we celebrate what is to come. Although we don't know where life will take us, it's time to say hello to the future. And when you get up tomorrow, look in the mirror and think of Winnie the Pooh's advice. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. You are an amazing person, and you're the member of the Smith Voc class of 2019. Congratulations, class.
We did it.
Thank you, Lexi. As this ceremony now comes to a close, I ask the graduates, just remember to take it all in. Enjoy the moment that you have earned here tonight. I ask the audience, please stand as our graduates and our staff recess from the hall. Following the recessional, you can meet your graduate outside. Thank you and good evening.
You died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name.